Hi guys, Mark here with the Exiles. So in our level 1 curriculum, we're building a foundation, okay? So we're building a foundation to layer the Fury system on top, okay? So we have certain things which you have to introduce in level 1 to give students a good versing, you know, good grounding in things like striking, throwing, basic grappling, before we then come on to Fury's principles and techniques. So what we're going to do in this short video is just film our level 1 throws, okay? We have 5 of them. I'll get straight into it and we'll just work through our 5 throws. So we're going to do our level 1 throws, but as drills, okay? So we've all done these before. So the first drill we're going to do is the thigh throw drill, okay? So right foot forward, just to remind you what a thigh throw is. We'll give it some context, so we'll smash through, we'll place a foot. You guys have all done this several times now, and I'm giving him a turn and a throw. I'm going to help him to his feet, and I'm going to build it into a drill. Okay, so that's the thigh throw, I build it into a drill. I'm not going to throw him over for the purposes of the drill, but I'm going to swap sides. So right foot first, I'm going to get him off balance, and I'm going to come back out. Then I'm going to go in, do the left foot, keep him on balance, yeah? Right foot, left foot, okay? So that's drill number 1. I'm going to do it for 30 seconds to him, he's going to do it 30 seconds to me, okay? Anybody need a quick catch up on the thigh throw? We're good? Welcome on. So why the thigh throw? Well, Fury shows us a thigh throw, he calls it gambarola, and as someone just pointed out, you'll notice that we're both, if I'm coming forward, look, we're actually in the same position, so he can throw me just as easy as I can throw him. Now I'll give myself the upper hand by following some of Fury's requisites of adversary. Okay, so I'm going to take speed and strength. Okay, I'm going to be fast and I'm going to be hard to maximise my chances of success. Okay, Fury does show this play. Plus, it's pretty common everywhere. Okay, and it's a good throw to understand about what's going on with biomechanics. In this instance, disruption of balance, because a lot of people think that I'm pulling him over. A lot of people think I'm stepping in and I'm pulling him over. I'm not. It's my leg that gives me the throw, okay, as I've said before. Okay, so that's thigh throw. Next we're going to do the cross buttock drill. So you guys have done the cross buttock in isolation, which is coming through like this and throwing, you know, like that, and I'm trying to be gentle. And you guys are basically going to keep alternating sides, okay, but turn it into a drill. So I'll do it twice to you, you'll do it twice to me. So I'm going right side first. Some of you more advanced guys, now you've joined, you can push or whenever, you guys know entries into this, but I'm just going to step and do that. Yeah, then he's going to swap his feet over, I'm going to step and do the same thing. And he's going to do it to me. Okay, so we're practicing the drill. If you're a little bit more advanced, level 2s, level 3s, you guys can start moving around, and as I say, you guys can start adding elements to it. Yeah, to get yourself, look, fails, rubbish. Start adding elements to it, making it a little bit more difficult for each other. Okay? This cross buttock throw. And at the moment, it's all very nice and very cordial. Right foot's forward, we're taking a nice relaxed grip, and we're stepping through, and we're starting the throw, and then we're resetting, and the other foot's coming forward. Yeah, and then I'm doing the same thing. Okay? A couple of bits of practical advice. One, this is very cordial and friendly. Okay? In reality, the setup for this can be, you know, quite difficult to achieve. So if we're starting on a grapple, you know, I'm going to have to work, because as soon as I start stepping in, that foot's probably going to disappear. Yeah? So, practical advice, think reality, okay? If I push the head, it's very hard for him to start recovering that foot, you know, and off I go. Or, one of the things I do in another system, which works really well here, is to push like that at the shoulder, okay, which then gives me my entry. Yeah, so think practical, okay, and always bear in mind that reality piece. The second bit of practical advice is don't fight for something you're not going to win, okay? So if I'm here, and it's not quite right for me to get in deep and do that, I'll just do another throw. Yeah, you've got to work at stuff. It's never going to be presented to you. Yeah, this is going to be messy. It's going to be horrible. Look, here I come. It's not there. Not there. Got to work for stuff. Then the leg comes out. Yeah, push. You know, you've got to work for it. It's not going to be given to you. That's reality. Throw the cross buttock. The next level 1 throw is the armbar. Okay, we see this in Fury's Third Master Dagger, etc. So it's a throw from the system. Again, lots going on biomechanically. Okay, it's all about the legs with a little bit of help from the upper body. So if you stick your right foot forward, we're just going to swap it. Okay, so the first 2 throws you were coming in like that, almost back to back or side to side, but the back of my leg was making contact with the back of his leg, or the back of my ass was making contact with the back of his ass. This time, we're going the other way. So we'll both be facing the same way, okay? And the armbar is this. I'm moving him, destabilising his balance with my leg, either with my arm across the top of his head, or if he's taller than you, underneath, okay? Both are completely applicable. In terms of the setup for this drill, we'll just take a straight arm, okay? Take hold of the arm, there's an arm bar, okay? Then he's going to swap arms. I'll take hold of that arm, go to the top this time, there's an arm bar. Okay, help your opponent up, and we just keep swapping. So there it is, coming through, underneath, there's my arm bar. Now, you guys have done this play in isolation, so you know you can take the leg as well. We won't do that for the drill, okay? We're going to go left and right, then we're going to swap, left and right. Now, if you find yourself where, let's say I'm left foot forward, okay, and it's not right for me, I can't quite enter this throw in a decent way, it's fine. Step forward to the side throw, okay? Don't fight saying you're not going to win. Choose your options, okay? Choose your options as they appear to you. Cool? Armbar, rock and roll. So, we're doing our third drill, one of our 5 level 1 throws. We tend to build as much as we possibly can into a drill, okay, because it's the best way to learn, okay? Everybody can do techniques in isolation, and that's really important and key to learn the technique. When you start drilling it, it's an unfamiliar, it's a dynamic situation, okay, which means that you're just embodying that technique and when it's appropriate to do it in a much better way, okay? So wherever we can in this school, we tend to learn things in isolation, then we build them into a drill, and it just helps that development and that muscle memory piece. Cool, so we need to move on. So we've done 3 of our level 1 throws, okay? We're missing 2, we'll get to those another time, so it's time to move on. But just before we do, just a bit of context, okay? By putting these things into a drill, you're developing your muscle memory, okay? If I'm doing things in isolation, which everybody learns, yeah, we stand here nice and cordial, I take hold of him when I do the thigh throw. Yeah, important to learn a technique that way. In reality though, these techniques are going to be applied when you're under pressure and the leg isn't quite where you need it to be. And fighting is a series of trained responses, and I say this all the time, like how often do I say this, right? So if we're grappling away and there's a leg there, my brain needs to make the decision as to whether or not 1 is an appropriate target, or 2, whether or not it needs to be thigh throw or across buttock. Yeah, or if my legs are the wrong way around, you know, I can't really do either, so I need to turn it into something else. So this is what we're doing by drilling all the time. And these things are messy, right? You've got to work for it. So if we're grappling, yeah, he might be punching at me, striking, trying to soften me up. Yeah, I need to be moving around and he's got a chain on. We're moving. This is what grappling looks like. There's knees in there. Yeah, I see a leg. There we go for it. Yeah. That's what it's going to look like. It's going to be messy, it's going to be fast, it's going to hurt. That's why we drill shit. Okay, so your brain can tap into that and execute it with speed, with strength, and you only get there by drilling.